Hi, thanks for joining me. Here I am again. This is a product. I don't know. I guess this is an unboxing and a reviewing. All right, let's see what came in the box. I'm excited because this is a new gadget. The new gadget is supposed to make potato chips. And so this thing is by something called Mastrad. And it is to make potato chips in the microwave. This particular tray, they call it top chips. So it comes with these weird scallop edges on it here, all the way around. You get two trays. That's what came in the package. There was two trays. Of course, the little use and care pamphlet, and it says top chips, the chip maker. You get a mandolin. It's just a little thin, cheap looking thing. It's not flimsy though. Let me be the one to tell you. It's hard plastic. That blade is pretty sharp. So it came with a strip taped over it. I just peeled the strip off. It's really small, but it's a pint size mandolin, but it's great. And they have this nice holder for your veggies so you don't cut your hand. Now, the manual tells you, of course, I saw the thing said potato chip maker in the microwave. I'm not great at microwaves, but I would like to make my own potato chips. Now, in this little manual, it gives you a cooking thing here that tells you how long to microwave it for. But it also tells you can use this for potatoes. Well, I have a problem with this thing focusing. Look at that. Potatoes, carrots, sweet potatoes, apples, pears, mangoes. I'm wondering, you could probably use this also for bananas, to make like banana chips or anything, maybe beets, because I really want to make beet chips. So we'll see. Well, let me move this on over to the side because I can't wait. I want to show you, I haven't gotten the potato down this far. So this is, again, this is sturdy, hard plastic. This is a nice knob that you can use to keep your fingers away from the blade and having a horrible accident. And these little teeth, hopefully you can see those. See those little teeth stick out so that they will press into the vegetable, whatever it is that you're using. Now I've started, and this is why I was so excited because I'm just doing this, and I just took this potato. These are, okay, so these are not potatoes, russet potatoes, or I guess potatoes that you would use to make potato chips with. These are gold potatoes, so they're supposed to be really small. All right, I have some cooking. If you hear the sizzling, that's these cooking, but they're really small. So when you pick them out of the garden, they're small. This is a little big for my liking because usually you see them about, this is usually the largest you see them in the package. You can get a pound of them for about $4. However, I didn't want to grab them too soon, and some got kind of large. No worries. We're just going to make some potato chips. So I'm sitting here slicing this thing, and it didn't, I'm holding it, as you see, I'm holding it, and I'm going back and forth, and I couldn't tell that it was slicing. So now I can tell it's slicing. Look at these chips. Wow, I'm so excited about this. They're so thin. Look how thin those things are. I mean, you can't see through them, but they're so thin. Oh, I'm so excited. Look at that. So I'm going to go ahead and continue slicing this. And it's getting a little too close for my comfort, so I'm going to use the holder. I took it right down to, I guess this fits only. Oh, wow. Okay, if I pay attention, it does. It seems like it fits right. There are some grooves right there. There are grooves on here to hold the handle on the mandolin. lovely. I like that. The large mangoes don't do that. The ones that I purchased with other things don't do that. They're a little bigger, not as smooth as that. Look at that. I'm loving it. So let me put this in here and get rid of the peeling and move this over. That'll go in the compost. I'm so excited. So this is what you're supposed to do. They're here. You're supposed to place these on here without them overlapping. And making sure that there's just one layer. They're so thin they stick together. You can put, I think the directions say you can put up to 3 trays in there to come with it. You're not supposed to overlap them. I don't know if they can touch. So I'm going to put this in the microwave for 3 minutes and then I will be back. I'm only going to use 1 tray. Okay, so not sure if you can see this. They look almost like potato chips. They're still look a little raw in the center. I'm gonna put them back in there for 30 more seconds, they said, 30 seconds at a time. All right, so they're starting to ripple up. You know how they look not flat anymore. And puffs. That was an extra 30 seconds. So they're still a little soft in parts. But look at that. They're starting to curl up like they do when they're in the grease. So I'm going to give it 30 more seconds. And it may have helped if I would have dried them like it suggested. The manual suggests that you dry the potatoes before placing them on the tray. We can see that they've shrunk some. See how much room, space, negative space is in between them. So let's put them back in there. Okay, I'm so excited. We're gonna do these, as you can see, if I really focus this on the table. So they tell you to let it. So that was, I had to do 2 more intervals of 30 seconds. So that was a total of 4 minutes in this particular microwave. And you want to test your microwave, and they give you a little spot, a chart on the little care guide that you can write in how long it takes to cook in your microwave. If you are using more than 1 tray at a time, you're supposed to add extra time to that also. I use 1 tray just to test it. Once it comes out, you let them cool for 30 seconds and then you season them. And I'm only adding salt to it, but I think they heard that crunch. I think that it would have adhered to this. It's a good potato chip. It's so good. It's crunchy. Oh my goodness. Fresh potato chip. Really crunchy. Just like it came out the bag. I think real flavor. I think what I will do, so I'm going to do this for the next batch. I'm going to add I only use the salt on it. I'm pretty sure you can use whatever seasoning. It tells you cinnamon, all types of seasoning powder, I guess dry powder seasoning, excuse me, that you can use on there. And they tell you it will be great. So, you know, you can use basically any spice that you would use. Lemon pepper would probably go great. So it tells you spices such as cinnamon, cardamom, saffron, turmeric, pepper, paprika, chives, and other herbs would be delicious seasoning on your chips. And I'm pretty sure it will be. But I'm getting ready to do another batch immediately because I have a lot of chips when I slice these. I'm going to do another batch and see, I'm going to season it with some salt first. So that one isn't quite. You can feel it. You can feel it and see the bottom. I don't know if that shows up good. Still a little wet. So some are dry, and that will make it really easy when you're doing it. So some you can feel the wetness, the dampness on them. That's dry. The middle of that bottom, that back piece, I don't know if it shows up. See that back piece right there? That's a wet spot. I think And that was a small chip that I used. So this is in my microwave for a total of 4 minutes. I'm gonna add 30 more seconds to it. And with my microwave, I probably can just go straight to 4 minutes and 30 seconds. So I'm gonna put this in there for 30 more seconds. They are so crunchy. Yes. And I do believe if I would have fried them off first, some are crunchier than others. I probably could have flipped. Sorry about that. I could have probably flipped these over, but you can tell which ones are going to be super crunchy and which aren't. Once you let them cool off, it's easy to tell. I'm going to sit that over to the side, and I'm going to go ahead and do a second tray of these. And I see some of them are wet still. So I can just take it out and kind of like that. And I was thinking about drying these, but I don't think I'm going to. Because I need something for the salt to adhere to. And this is I'm using pink Himalayan salt only because it's super fine. The other salt is a bit more coarse. Hopefully I'm not putting too much on here. Let's go to the microwave. So with this batch, I'm flipping them over because I learned in the last batch, the bottom is still a little damp on some of them because I guess the plastic. So I'm lifting them off, and you can tell they just give just a little snug piece where it fits on there, and it comes right off. So now I'll turn them all over, and I'll put them back in there for another 30 seconds. All right, I think that may have been the key just then. So I put them in there for 4 minutes, flip them over, and put them in there for 30 extra seconds because that first batch took 4.5 minutes to be crispy like I like it. I'm looking at them, so good. I gotta try one. So I put seasoning on one side. Much more crunchier. I let them cook straight through the 4 minutes instead of interrupting it, but that's okay because I was trying them out. That salt is on there, but it's not too much. I have to get a better shaker, but all in all, perfect. And it's not greasy. Look at that. No grease. Love it. So this is Mastred, MASTARAD. Top Chips is the trademark. It's the chips maker. It is, I love it. I don't have to buy chips from the store anymore. Great. Thanks for joining me. If you haven't done so already, hit the like and the subscribe button. Show some channel love.